What's going on, guys? It's Nando back with another video, and I think it's coming along well. What do you guys think? This big old fro? I don't know, guys. I don't know at all. I might cut it, might let it grow. You let me know in the comment section below what I should do or shouldn't do with it. But nonetheless, we're talking LG V20 and battery life. Okay, battery life is very important for most people when deciding whether or not to buy a device, and for me, it's probably my #1 deciding factor. So I've got screenshots that I'm about to show you all over the course of 5 days or so, and hopefully that helps you decide whether or not you think this phone is good at battery life. So stick with me here for the next few minutes, and we'll see what we can do about this battery life.
We're going to discuss the LG V20's battery life. You've all seen my early impressions video, and in that video I've discussed briefly how I feel that the LG V20's battery life is disappointing. Given that this is a 5.7-inch phone, that it's considered a phablet, that it's considered a flagship, 3 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time is just unacceptable. For me, at least. I'm pretty sure most others would agree, but that's for you all to decide and, to each their own. But as you can see here, 3 hours and 30 minutes was my screen on time with about 6% battery life left on this particular day. Now, here's how long that phone or that day battery life lasted. So 16 hours and 52 minutes was the usage on battery life, guys. So that's one day right there, and the average day does go up anywhere from about 13 to 16, 17 hours, as you'll see here as we go forward. And a second day with about 5% or 6% battery life left, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Phone on for 12 hours and 44 minutes, and in this case, Snapchat was really being a bad rogue battery killer. Now, keep in mind that this phone does deal with a lot of poor reception, and I know that does impact battery life. But as you'll see going forward, in a day that I don't deal with bad reception outside of work, the battery isn't all that much better. At most, another 30 minutes to 45 minutes of screen on time. This day, 3 hours and 48 minutes of screen on time. Once again, 6, or in this case, what is it? Yes, another 6% that the phone had left. But in this case, screen, Snapchat, and 14 hours and 31 minutes was the usage on battery. Continuing, 4 hours and 20 minutes is probably one of the better days I've had with this battery. In this case, the phone had 5% battery life left. As you can see here, we had some pretty good doze-ish moments there with almost 17 hours that the phone was on. And I believe this was one of the days that I was not at work, so I had better reception. 19% was a screen, no Snapchat, killing battery up there. But still, 4 hours and 20 minutes with, 17 hours. My iPhone 7 Plus, my OnePlus 3T do much, much better. So, that's just my take on, this phone's battery life when it does pump out very well. On this day right here, it was my worst day with battery life. So let's take a look at this here. 2 hours and 38 minutes, 51 seconds of screen on time with 50% left. This was possibly my best day with this phone in terms of battery life. Doze was doing really well. At that point, I already had gone about 8 hours and 18 minutes. And I just wanted you guys to see, the best I think that this phone in terms of battery life can do, because if you do the math, you double that up, and we're looking at over 5 hours of screen on time, but that obviously wasn't the case. It does tend to, decrease a lot faster towards the end. I'd say the last 30%. In this case, phone was on for 8 hours and 18 minutes. My screenshot did not grab how much battery I had left, but we have about 50%. So I think this is, yeah. Yep, this goes with that one. So phone had been on for 8 hours. Those 8 hours got me 2 hours and 38 minutes of screen on time. And here on a separate occasion, we had 6% left again. Snapchat was just destroying this phone's battery life. I don't know why that is. I restarted this phone, deleted Snapchat, installed Snapchat. I don't understand why that's doing it. Other people have had similar issues with the V20 in terms of Snapchat or Facebook Messenger. We know that those apps tend to use more battery life, but I've never had Snapchat destroy my battery life. On my OnePlus 3T, Snapchat's not up there. Snapchat's not doing anything to my phone's battery life. But 15 hours that the phone was on, and in this case, it only gave me 2 hours and 30 minutes. One more example, 4% battery life left, 3 hours and almost 40 minutes of screen on time. Phone had been on for the longest I've had it, almost a little over 19 hours. So, 3 hours and 40 minutes, 19 hours, phone was on. I think this is a perfect summary of what this phone's battery is capable of. You can get at most anywhere from, I'd say, 16 to 20 hours, and anywhere from 3 to 4.5 hours of screen on time with the V20. As you can see there, phone was on for 19 hours and 10 minutes, translated to 4 hours and 10 minutes of screen on time. 14 hours and 52 minutes, and I did not get, unfortunately, a screen on time for that. So guys, hopefully these screenshots give you a better understanding of what this phone's battery life is capable of. Keep in mind that this phone does have a removable battery, which does help obviously recharging this phone much faster than any other current phone out there. You just got to simply have a charged battery, pop out the old one, pop in the new one, and you're good to go. Fast charging 3.0 is okay. I don't want to say it's, it's bad, because it obviously charges the phone faster than like an iPhone 7 Plus or Charge 2.0, etc. But with technology like OnePlus 3T's dash charging, or even Samsung Galaxy's S7 Edge and their quick charge 3.0 for some reason, to me, doesn't go that fast. So the winner in the fast charging definitely goes to OnePlus with their dash charging. If you guys have any comments, any questions, you already know where to leave them, where to put them. Please thumbs up this video. Please share this video if you know anyone else that might find it useful. And please subscribe for my final review on the LG V20. And I'm also going to do some quick comparisons between the LG V20 and the OnePlus 3T, and possibly the iPhone 7 Plus. It was Nando. Mia's over there watching out the window. And we're out. Peace.